TMZ just dropped a bombshell. Amy Schumer and Chris Fischer are done. After 7 years of marriage, it's officially over. Not just TMZ. Page 6 confirmed it. People magazine confirmed it. December 12, 2025. The divorce is real. But here's the thing. In 2021, Amy's husband gave her a birthday cake that said, "I'm leaving you." Everyone laughed. 4 years later, he actually left. Was it a joke or was it a warning nobody took seriously? Tonight, we're breaking down the timeline. From the cake moment that everyone missed to the divorce that shocked nobody, because the signs were there. We just weren't paying attention. Let's dive in. February 2021, Amy Schumer turned 40. Her husband, Chris Fischer, made her a birthday cake. Not just any cake. A cake with a message. "I'm leaving you." Amy shared a video on Instagram. Her face went serious as Chris presented the cake. Her family sang "Happy Birthday" in the background. Everyone laughed. It was funny. It was dark. It was classic Amy. Self-deprecating humor. Brutal honesty wrapped in comedy. Nobody questioned it. Nobody thought it was weird. It was just Amy being Amy. But looking back now, after the divorce, that cake hits different. Because Chris Fischer isn't the type to make jokes like that. He's a James Beard, award-winning chef. He's private. He's quiet. He doesn't do comedy. So why would he write that on a cake? Was it really a joke? Or was he telling the truth? Let me give you some context. Amy and Chris got married in February 2018. It was a secret wedding, low-key, private, very un-Hollywood. They welcomed their son, Gene, in May 2019. Publicly, everything looked solid. Amy talked about Chris in interviews. She praised his cooking. She praised his support. She even revealed in 2019 that Chris had been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. She spoke about it with love and respect. She said it explained so much about him. She said it made their relationship stronger. From the outside, they seemed happy, real, grounded. Not your typical celebrity marriage, but behind closed doors, different story. So what happened after the cake moment? 2021 passed. 2022 was quiet. Nothing public. No red flags. No drama. But then came 2023. And this is where things started to shift. Summer 2023. Amy went to Europe. She vacationed with Jerry Seinfeld and his wife, Jessica. Chris wasn't there. They spent the entire summer apart. People started asking questions. Where's Chris? Why aren't they together? Is everything okay? But Amy didn't address it. She kept posting. She kept working. She kept moving forward. And the speculation died down for a while. Fast forward to November 2025. Amy deleted every single photo of Chris from her Instagram. Gone. All of them. Wedding photos, family photos, everything. She posted a caption that said, "I actually left my house tonight. Who's proud? I'm feeling good and happy. Deleted my old pics for no reason." No reason? Come on. That's cold. Fans immediately noticed. The comments exploded. "Where's Chris? Are you okay? What's going on?" But Amy didn't respond. She just kept posting new content, new photos, new videos, no Chris, no explanation, just silence. Then came the weight loss photos. Amy started posting about her dramatic transformation. She looked different. She looked happy, but she also looked like someone going through something. And then she ditched her wedding ring. She posted a photo in a little yellow dress. No ring? No Chris, no explanation. People started connecting the dots, the deleted photos, the missing ring, the summer apart in 2023, the cake from 2021. Everything started making sense. Hindsight is brutal like that. December 2nd, 2025. Amy finally addressed the rumors. She posted an Instagram reel. It was cryptic. It was emotional. She wrote, "Whatever ends up happening with me and Chris has nothing to do with weight loss or autism." She was shutting down speculation. People were saying she left because she lost weight. People were saying Chris's autism was the issue. She wanted to make it clear. That wasn't it. Then she wrote something that hit hard. "Fingers crossed we make it through. He's the best." That same day, sources started talking. One insider said they've been having issues for ages. All they're doing now is working out a conscious uncoupling plan. December 12th, 2025, Amy made it official. She posted a photo on Instagram, her, Chris, and their son on the New York City subway. The caption, "Classic Amy." Blah, blah, blah. Chris and I have made the difficult decision to end our marriage after 7 years. We love each other very much and will continue to focus on raising our son. We would appreciate people respecting our privacy at this time. Then she added, blah, 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 not because I dropped some LBs and thought I could bag a basket, and not because he's a hot James Beard award-winning chef who can still pull some hot tail. Amicable and all love and respect. Family forever. She turned a divorce announcement into a comedy bit, because that's Amy. Even in pain, she makes jokes. But here's the thing. Behind the humor, you can feel the sadness, the weight of it. 7 years, a son, a life built together, gone. Sources close to the couple confirmed it's a cohesive split. Nothing ugly, no drama, no scandal. Just two people who tried and it didn't work. They're focusing on their son. They're being mature about it. They're doing it the right way, but that doesn't make it any less heartbreaking. So let's go back to the cake. 2021. I'm leaving you. Was it a joke or was it a warning? Here's what I think. I think Chris knew, even back then. I think there were cracks in the foundation that nobody else could see. Maybe it was his way of acknowledging something that was already there. Or maybe it was Amy's idea. Maybe she asked him to write it. Maybe it was her way of joking about something real. We'll never know. But what we do know is this. That cake doesn't feel like a joke anymore. It feels like foreshadowing. It feels like a moment of truth that everyone missed. Because we weren't looking for it. We weren't paying attention. We saw what we wanted to see. A happy couple, a strong marriage, a joke on a cake. But the truth was hiding in plain sight. And we missed it. Here's the timeline. Married in 2018. A son in 2019. The cake in 2021. I'm leaving you. Months apart in 2023. Photos gone in 2025. Fingers crossed. Then the divorce. The facts line up. But the meaning isn't that simple, because this isn't about blame or scandal. It's about two people who loved each other and realized the marriage wasn't working. And maybe that cake was a warning. Or maybe it only feels that way now. But here's what makes this story so powerful. It's not about Amy Schumer or Chris Fischer. It's about all of us, because we've all been there. We've all looked back at moments and wondered, did I miss the signs? We've all questioned whether something was a joke or a warning. We've all wondered if we could have seen it coming. And the truth is, sometimes we can. And sometimes we can't. Sometimes the signs are there, but we don't want to see them. And sometimes there are no signs at all. Sometimes life just happens. People change. Love isn't always enough, and that's okay. That's human. That's real. So was the cake a warning? Based on everything we know now, I think yes. I think Chris knew. The question is, did Amy? Did she see it coming, or was she blindsided? We'll never know, because they're keeping it private. They're focusing on their son. They're moving forward, and that's their right. But it doesn't stop us from wondering. It doesn't stop us from looking back. It doesn't stop us from asking, what did we miss? Amy Schumer and Chris Fischer are getting divorced. After 7 years, after a son, after a life built together, and everyone's looking back at a cake from 2021. A cake that said, I'm leaving you. Was it a joke or was it the truth? I think it was both. I think Chris knew. I think he was being honest in the only way he could. Through humor, through a cake, through a message that everyone dismissed. But 4 years later, he actually left, and that cake, it wasn't a joke. It was a prophecy. What do you think? Was the cake a warning, or are we reading too much into it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.